Hello again and welcome to All You Ever Wanted to Know. I'm Scott Fitzsimmons, and every month we get a chance to talk to the wonderful people from LR Future Insurance and Investments. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to give them a call, 306-783-7737. And we've got with us today Laurie Renton and Justine Lutz. It's great to have you here today. How are things on this bit of a snowy day out there?
They're always great at LR Future. Honestly, right. I just make that decision every day to get up and know it's a great day.
Wonderful. Well, now, I haven't had a chance to meet Justine. This is your first time that I've got a chance to meet you. I know Jordan got a chance to meet. So why don't you introduce me to who Justine is?
Well, the funny thing is, Scott, is when Jordan did meet Justine, it was a summer, hot, sunny day, and we were doing a sponsor, and the Rock Wall was in town at Canadian Tire.
Yep.
So I think it was Justine's first month or something at the office. And the girls are saying they knew I was taking her to the Rock Wall. And they go, but she's got heels on. So I'm going, well, okay, whatever. So we go out there and all of a sudden someone said, I think Jordan said, so Justine, are you going to take LR Future to new heights? And she kicked off those shoes and climbed that wall and actually had the buzzer hit before I could even finish my little blurb on the radio.
Funny.
So talk about new heights. How fortunate are we that, you get busy in business and 20 years go by and you're going, oh, darn, we didn't even have a celebration. Justine goes, 21 years is great.
There you go.
So Justine's been organizing our client appreciation event.
Very nice.
Yeah, so with the great 21 years that we'd have, we wanted to just thank you, all of our listeners and our clients, as supporting our business that we have and has been standing. So we wanted to just invite you guys for next week from November 23rd to the 27th at the office from 9 a.m. to 12. And we have coffee and some beautiful cupcakes that are going to be made by a local baker here in Yorkton.
Nice.
And we just want you to come and meet our staff, 21 years old, but we do have myself who's new and another new employee in the office so that you guys can meet them. And also even to meet and mingle with our new insurance brokers, Karen and Sheila, who are our brokers branded as Team Care, helping out in the community with everyone's insurance needs.
Wonderful. Well, that's awesome to hear. Now, tell us your experience. I mean, you've been there for some time now. What is it you like about working at LR Future?
I love absolutely everything about working with LR Future. There is not anything I don't enjoy, from putting together the window display to doing paperwork in the back. I find joy and excitement as far as helping Laurie as an entrepreneur and an entrepreneur as myself, helping with the farm and things like that. It's just such a joy to be a part of this business.
Awesome. Well, it's great to hear, because I know that we love getting a chance to talk to you and hearing about what's going on there and seeing you in the community. And I know that so many of the things that you do at LR Future, it's for your clients, it's for your customers.
Well, it is kind of cool. I mean, that was, I guess, my motto right from day one when I started LR Future was, number one for me as a person, the highest value for me was freedom. And I'm going, how can I create freedom for myself in my life, but to start your own business? Now, of course, I don't mean freedom like you got a lot of responsibilities, but after this many years, 21 years, it's, wow, what a team we've put together and how everybody meshes together. And it's almost like Justine come in and kind of put the last puzzle piece together to actually take us to the next heights. And it's so true, because a lot of the things that I've been thinking about for years in LR Future is stuff that's now happening over this last year. It's really coming to fruition. So, I mean, my most exciting part is the discovery process, which is what I'm creating right now. And as we work with people just on the basis of a discovery process and take them through the process, I've got about 4 sets of people I'm working with just as a trial. They are loving it, and every time I see them, they brag about it. So I'm going, wow, this is where I'm supposed to be. Not just running the daily business stuff, but actually working with clients and helping them discover their money values and their life values.
Well, and I know that when you talk about 21 years, obviously this has been your baby. You've worked at this, you've built it, and obviously you've got some experience to bring to that. But how important is it to have new ideas and fresh ideas from somebody who is younger that's coming into your business?
This is what's magical, and I suggest to any of you entrepreneurs out there, we look at succession planning. That's a very important part of sending business forward and leaving that legacy. And it's like, if we don't get our young people motivated in that entrepreneurial mindset, who are we going to have taking over our companies and our businesses to take them forward, especially with what you have in heart for the business. I mean, some people, they can just sell to someone because someone comes from somewhere, but it's another thing when you're turning things over to a younger crew and how you can still be there in a mentorship mode to take it forward for as long as I want. I could be 80 years old and still mentoring the team at LR Future.
Wonderful. That's awesome to hear. Now, I know that there's so many different things that that you offer as a part of LR Future Insurance and Investments, and you really like to focus on Saskatchewan as well with a lot of the things that, with the opportunities and the different aspects of your business. Now, tell us about some of those.
Well, I guess I can share. I was talking to Justine yesterday, and I said, how exciting is it that I know the federal government, the former federal government, had decided they were pulling out the 15% tax credit on the labor-sponsored funds, which is SaskWorks and Golden Opportunities for us. And, you know, the leaders of those companies, I know they have been trying to work with the government saying, we need to bring this back in. We raise all this money in our own province for companies in our province. And I just got an email yesterday saying that it's coming back.
Oh, wow.
So they had only gotten rid of 5% last year. So now how they're going to put it back in, I'm not positive yet. But for all of those that are looking to buy Golden and SaskWorks, please be sure to get on the bandwagon early. Don't wait till February and get it bought, because I know it was only $49 million that they could commit to the province, which doesn't take long when you look at the province of Saskatchewan. So that's real exciting news. And then I know Justine was looking at, just some of the companies that we actually work with through Golden Opportunities. And it's like, really? They're from Saskatchewan?
Nice.
They're doing this?
Yep.
They're out in the world.
A few that were listed was Warman Home Company. They're a leader in building supplies industry that includes 5 divisions: Home Center, Homes, Warman Truss, Warman Metals, and Warman Cabinets. Also, they dabble in the Golden Healthcare Incorporated, Saskatchewan's largest provider of long-term care homes, with 8 locations that are opening and operating under Saskatchewan. We also have Credit Resources, some Prairie Plant Systems, which is pharmaceuticals, and Field Exploration, which is also, again, in oil. So you have many different options and varieties that suit you and suit your values, and you can feel good about what you're investing in.
Absolutely.
And get a tax break on top of it.
That's right.
Like, I think that's the great part. You invest $5,000, and if you're a 40,000 income, you get your RSP deduction plus the 30%, coming 35 again. It really costs you $1,050 because of what you get back in your taxes. So it's well worth it. And I mean, it's an 8-year hold. So, even if you're 65, you're still working. There's this old number in our heads of 65 as a retirement age. What does retirement mean? I found out the other day that retirement came from the ag world, and it was putting cattle out to pasture to die.
Yeah. Wow.
So really, do you want to retire? Or do you want to transition into your next life phase, which is what our discovery process is all about?
Now, if somebody's listening right now and they don't have any clue about investing, but they think this sounds very interesting and sounds like something they want to look into, what is the first step in that?
Just coming to our office and speaking with us. Just coming into the office and making it known and letting us help you, and we'll take care of the next step. Just coming into our office is the only thing that we require from you. Or giving us a call, even shooting us an email, looking at our website. There's so many ways to get in touch with us.
Yeah,
Wonderful.
we're out there in social media, so any connection that you want to make to LR Future. Another thing that we had spoke about was we're doing Life Matters workshops. And, sometimes we look, what is your need? What is it that you want to learn? So we did the last one. What was the name of it, Justine?
Looking into your future with one solution.
Oh, wow.
So it was like, how can we pay off our debts sooner? And we had a lady come in, honestly, 2 days after the event. She took 4 years off her mortgage by using this concept.
Wow.
And I'm going, holy cow, this is so cool for people.
Yep.
So those are the type of things we're doing. So we're saying, like, what is it that you want to hear? And it's kind of neat because we're getting people going, well, we want to learn a little bit more about wills and estates and how do wills work. And so, we're looking at teaming up with people to say, we want to bring a workshop out to you for something that you need.
Yeah.
So we're looking for people to call us because we're here to help you.
Excellent. Now, that phone number again?
306-783-7737.
Wonderful. We're going to continue with Lori Renton and Justine Lutz from LR Future Insurance and Investments, and we're going to be back right after this on All You Ever Wanted to Know. We're back here on All You Ever Wanted to Know. Scott Fitzsimmons here with Lori Renton and Justine Lutz from LR Future Insurance and Investments. And, this is one of the times where a lot of people start to head south. I know a lot of people have probably already started doing that before because this frigid weather kind of took its time getting here. But now that it's here, I know a lot of people making the travel arrangements. Some people just like to go away when it gets cold, just to kind of maybe spread out the cold months so they can get away from it. But health and travel insurance, definitely something that's so important on so many different levels.
Oh, people don't even realize they have group plans at work. They have Visa cards. They have MasterCards. They have all these credit cards. Oh, I've got travel insurance. They don't even know what they have. So I think it's just so important to be aware of what is it that you have and really check in with your people to make sure. But one thing that really has come up, I know Shelley looks after most of our long-term travel, so she's kind of the snowbird person.
Yep.
But one thing we've talked about quite a bit lately is how people cross the borders within Canada and think Saskatchewan Health is covering you.
Yeah.
And boy, you better be careful because, if you own say a Blue Cross or a group medical health plan and you have travel included on that within Canada, no problem. But if you don't have that, you darn well make sure that you've got coverage for crossing the borders in Canada because Saskatchewan Health does not cover you 100% going out of province. So I've always had this, this thing that just because we cross the border to Manitoba or Alberta, really license changes for driving, your health care covers, we're the same frickin' people. So I do have a little bit of a thing with that, but it's true. The health coverage changes per province. So please beware of what you have to cross borders, not just down to the U.S. and the rest of the world, but within our own country.
Well, and especially there's a lot of things, even on top of that, delays, obviously if you have to be put up somewhere, when it comes to ambulance, if you have to do that, that's always a cost that is incurred. And it's an extra stress on a holiday. I mean, somebody gets injured, somebody gets sick, it's going to add to it. So you put the other things on top. It's to be able to cover that off is going to take away some of that added stress.
Yeah, and how nice to know that, just in case of an emergency. In case of an emergency, you've got a travel assistance provider 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, toll-free in North America or collect anywhere else in the world. So, it's like having a travel agent or booking the flight yourself. And I have a great experience of that. And we booked a trip through a travel agent. And I'll never forget Shelley saying to me, you should buy trip cancellation. It's only going to cost you this much. I go, okay, write it up. I get over to Italy. In Iceland, the volcano erupted and the flight, we couldn't come home.
Yeah.
So I got to spend a week in Italy paid for because my trip was interrupted with a volcano. So, talk about the experiences you have and for what it cost me.
Absolutely.
Like, wow.
Yeah, why wouldn't you? And I know that when it comes to travel insurance, I'm sure you guys get to hear all kinds of stories of people of how it's impacted them. And I'm sure you've seen kind of both ends of the spectrum, haven't you?
Mm-hmm. It's always nice, too, just as Lori said, that when you have travel insurance and you get to use it, because it was completely unexpected and it doesn't put you in financial risk when you get back from this vacation where you were just supposed to relax. Just even a case where a young boy, he traveled to Hawaii with his family and he was experiencing stomach pain. He let it worsen for the day and finally went in only to find out that his appendix burst.
Wow.
And he needed surgery immediately. And not only on top of the surgery, it was a 2-week stay afterward at the hospital when the rest of his family, aside from his mother who stayed with him, had to leave and he was still in Hawaii in the hospital.
Yeah.
Because of their travel insurance, all of the accommodations, food, everything was completely paid for. They took responsibility for their lives and they made a great decision for travel insurance. And the minimum with Blue Cross is only $2 a day. For $2 a day with your travel, you can just have peace of mind with your trip.
Yeah,
incredible.
and it all depends on age, of course, because we get people older that have been snowbirds for years and all of a sudden they're turning 70 and their rates are going crazy and stuff. But, I would never risk it.
Yep.
Like I would have that coverage for sure, and just be upfront on the applications, because I know there's been, people go, oh, I don't like insurance companies. They're rip-off artists. They are not. They truly are there for you, but it's for you to take responsibility and make sure that you're being honest, number one, with what's going on health-wise. And so whether it's health, travel, whatever, or home insurance.
Yep.
Do you have wood-burning stoves? Do you have things that could impact a major claim? So it works all the way around. So it is about working with the brokers and working with the people that know at our office, that really know this stuff and that can help you. Because we will never put you into a situation that we wouldn't put ourselves in.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, and I know that when it comes down to it, it's one of those things that, sometimes, when you add that little extra, it starts to make you hesitate. And it's one of those things that you don't know that you're going to need it, or you're not going to necessarily like it until you need it. But it is that peace of mind when it comes down to it. And I would hate to be in that circumstance to not have it and be needing it. Mm-hmm. Now, I know when it comes to that, there's a lot of different aspects to it as well. And like you said, being honest, when it comes down to it, you may not be covered if you aren't honest.
Well, Scott, it was that story last year about the $1 million baby, and, how we were at, get this, tonight is the pitch party for Brett Wilson. This is Brett Wilson's 7th annual pitch party in Saskatoon. And last year at the pitch party, we work with what's called a holistic business model at LR Future. The discovery process is going to be, it's all been implemented through that, because it's all about values. And it was funny because one of the girls that went with us that actually works with the holistic business model, she threw a business card in a drum. Get this, 3 of us went. She got there just after us, put her name in the drum, a business card, and said, oh my goodness, I put my name in that, or our name in that drum when they brought the drum out, because they were going to have 4 people do a pitch, and they were picking 4 at random to do a pitch to Brett Wilson. So all of a sudden, okay, pitch number 5, 6, 7, they pull out the last card, connect us. And it was a trade show that we had done about identity. Who are we? What's our purpose on the planet? And I work with the personalities, the whole you perspective, and she works on a business model based on values, a holistic business model. So we had this Connect Us event. We got chosen. And it's like, OMG. That was not expected. So it was funny because we go, well, this is your baby. You know the holistic business model. You're going on stage. And then she comes back over. You could tell she was a bit nervous, but prepared. And I said, you know what? I'll go up with you. And then the other lady, Sylvia, our social media lady, she goes, I'll come. We sat on the stage with her. There's a timer going, so you have a 1-minute pitch. After the pitch, Brett asked so many questions. We were on that stage for 10 minutes.
Wow.
So then after we got together, and he said the thing that attracted him the most with the pitch was holistic business model. To bring holistic into business is what we need. We spend, Scott, how many hours a day do you spend at the Rock radio station?
Yeah. Well,
how much time do we spend at LR Future? We've got to love what we do in order to succeed through life and go, yeah, this is my identity. This is my purpose. I don't want to be, an insurance broker and that's who I am.
Yeah.
I'm more than that.
Yeah.
So we sometimes tag ourselves as a mother, a teacher, a, business owner or whatever. We're way, way bigger than that. And yesterday, Justine and I were talking about year-end coming, holidays and stuff. And she goes, Lori, I can see why it's hard for the team here to take holidays. It's fun to come to work.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's kind of funny because that's exactly a year ago that had happened. So, but anyway, that's exactly the same day that report came out about the $1 million baby. So that's the first I had heard about it, was that night, because some of our Blue Cross people were there. And I just thought, wow, when you learn the details of it, and you find out, you know what went on with your doctor.
Yeah.
You got to be up front and don't put yourself, anybody at risk.
Now, is there anything else when it comes to this that the people should be paying attention to? I mean, it seems pretty simple when it comes to it, straightforward with the aspect of picking up health or travel insurance from LR Future.
It's best to really just come in and talk to somebody because, like you said, there are so many different products out there with your credit card, with stuff, your group plans that you already have. You want to make sure that, 1, you don't overlap if you already have it, and 2, just add on for what you don't have, and you can move forward and have peace of mind with that.
Yeah, a lot of people come in and they'll review and they'll say, well, yeah, it says we do have 30 days, but they have no familiarity with the credit card they have, so they end up buying it.
Yeah.
they end up buying travel insurance for as little as it is, like Justine said, depending on age. I mean, sometimes it's $2 a day.
Yeah.
And when you look at that, that's darn well worth it.
Now, when it comes to somebody that is traveling for a long term, is there a different package to buy than just your regular travel insurance?
Oh, definitely. At times, even too, if you are a frequent traveler, you can even have it built into your health plan.
Oh, nice.
And with your travel, since for long periods of stay, it does become costly, up in the $1,000 range. You could have health benefits throughout the year to accompany your travel plan.
Nice. Very nice. Well, it's awesome to hear. And I know that a lot of things to be answering. If people do have any questions, they want to call, how can they get a hold of you at LR Future?
Once again, 306-783-7737.
And I'm just putting out an invitation to anybody listening to this show, the discovery process. We're creating it. It is an amazing experience. Mm-hmm. So I hear. I'm putting an invitation out if you heard this show today and can just call our office and tell us just something that you heard. Mm-hmm. We will give you a half-hour consultation with the discovery process so you can kind of understand how it fits you. Mm-hmm. Because we're all different. And, when you go into an institution and they plug in your numbers, it's all just streamlined. Oh, this is where you fit. Yeah. We fit you.
Awesome. Well, I know that there's a lot of questions that you may not even think of. You may not even realize that what you have or what you need, and answering those questions can definitely open up some doors to, and maybe even kind of fine tune your packages the way that they need to be.
Exactly.
Now, it's been great to chat with you, and we want to remind people again, you've got a very special week coming up starting Monday. Tell us again what's going on at LR Future.
Starting on Monday, we will be having a customer appreciation to celebrate 21 years here at LR Future. So we invite anyone listening to stop by our office next week from 9 a.m. to 12 and enjoy coffee and some cupcakes that will be made by a local baker.
Very nice.
Yeah, it'll be fun. We always have fun. So it's 9 to noon. And if some of you can only make it at noon hour, please get in. I'm sure we'll have a cupcake or two left.
Wonderful. Well, anything else you want to share with us before we wrap things up?
No, I just want to, as the owner of LR Future, I just want to say thanks to my entire team. They're just fabulous, and we brought on 3 young people in the last while, 2, Justine, Matthew, and Sheila. And Sheila's gone on to the insurance side of the company, and it has just enlightened our company because it's bringing the youthfulness out or into the company, which is expanding out there. So please beware of our Life Matters events. We're doing workshops. Please touch base with Justine. And if there's something that you want to hear about or something you want us to elaborate on, please let us know because we'll build it.
Wonderful. Thank you so much to both of you for being here today. Always look forward to talking to LR Future Insurance and Investments, and great to meet you, Justine, as well.
Thank you.
Happy Friday, everyone.
That's right. Once again, LR Future Insurance and Investments, Lori Renton and Justine Lutz. It's great to have them here today, and if you have any questions, don't hesitate to check them out on Facebook or social media as well. Call them 306-783-7737. That is it for us for today. Coming up next, it is your All Quest Lunch. Have yourself a wonderful day and be blessed.